Hi, fifth graders. So as I was looking at Wednesday's answers, I noticed that a lot of people, if they made a mistake, had a mistake on one of two questions on the practice page. And I want to show you a second line plot that has two questions that are written exactly the same. So first, let's just get some background of this line plot. So this line plot is all about books on a shelf, and specifically it's talking about how thick or how wide the books are. And I know that I'm ranging from 0 inches to 1 inch. I know that each X represents one book. So I know that these hash marks have to all be in between 0 and 1 inch. I can tell that this is 1/8, then 1/4, then 3/8, then 1/2, then 5/8, then 3/4, then 7/8, and then 1 whole inch. I can tell because that's broken up into 8 tiny segments there. So the two questions that I noticed fifth graders had a hard time with on your practice page, which was all about runners in PE class, were just like questions 3 and 4 on this example. So I want to go through these and hopefully that can help you either if you're going back to look at yesterday's or with today's practice. So the first question that was a little tricky was worded like this. How many books measured more than 1/4 inch thick? Now you might have heard me put a lot of emphasis on that word more. That's the key in a question that's written like this. When you see the phrase more than and then a unit, you want to find all of the x's that are bigger than that unit. But we can't include 1/4 of an inch because 1/4 of an inch isn't bigger than 1/4, it's exactly 1/4. And this question is only asking for what's more or bigger than 1/4 of an inch. So if I remember that this particular hash mark was 1/4 of an inch, that means I want to count all the x's bigger than it. So I'll count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's how they get their answer of 15 books down here. So when you see the phrase more than followed by a unit, count all of your x's bigger than that unit. That's a little bit different than question 4, which said how many books measured 5/8 inch thick or less. When this word or is in there, that becomes really important because this means not just are we including all the books less than 5/8 of an inch, but we also have to include all the books that are exactly 5/8 of an inch. So that phrase of a unit, in this case 5/8 of an inch, or less means we include all of that unit, in this case 5/8 of an inch, and everything smaller than it. So this hash mark represented 5/8 of an inch. So I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's how they got their answer of 11 books. So more than with a number means only count the x's bigger. A number or less means include that group and everything smaller than it. Hopefully that helps clear up any questions from yesterday's practice and helps you with today's. Good luck, guys.